want to see me dance? So, surprise, surprise, guys, if you didn't already know, we're actually in very cold Michigan at AMW 4x4. Woo!
What's up?
We have Ethan here.
I'm the business development manager here, so I help out with
Fancy.
all the management stuff as far as setting up new brand deals with people like yourselves, and also getting through some of the processes and really trying to dial in the production and the efficiency out here, because this is something that nobody has really ever done before with building turnkey vehicles on this level, and it is something that you've got to know really the ins and outs and the product from the ground up. Super excited to be in this spot and helping with the marketing side. So it's been fun.
It's my video. Ethan kind of like did half my job for me. So we're just gonna kind of walk you guys really quick through the AMW warehouse. There's some things unfortunately that we can't film, so we'll fuzz out the screen. We can't give you guys all the secrets, but a lot of magic happens in this warehouse, guys. We start off more or less here. This used to be a Gladiator, still is, but as you can tell, there is no bed anymore. Brand new Jeep. This is a turnkey, or will be a turnkey at the end. So it gets pulled in, they actually remove it from the chassis. So chassis is MIA right now. We'll show you where that goes. Bed is taken off, right? Especially, yes. I mean, for several reasons, not to dent it or anything like that, but also they do a bobbed bed version of their turnkey, which is really cool. If you guys have seen our other content of the different builds, you'll see that I would say most of them are bobbed, right? That's like the new thing.
We definitely have built, in the past year, we're on, I think, 22 bob beds for the year, and we're on about 60 Gladiators. So about a third-ish right now are getting them. Yeah, a good portion of them. As of Monday was a full Jeep that got pulled in. So now
we saw it.
Yeah, so we got here and this thing was basically
an entire Jeep.
Yeah.
Like
they
was
drove
a whole,
in. Yeah. They drove it right in. Yeah, body gets popped off. The full, chassis gets, broken down completely. So the only thing that moves on from this stage is the body itself goes down, which you'll see later, and then the frame goes over to fab. Anything that you would think of on a stock Jeep chassis, engine, transmission, axles, steering, suspension, wheels, tires.
Everything is changed.
All of it is out in a container and will get wholesaled off that way. None of that stuff is used in our turnkey process. It's completely redesigned, re-engineered, and a new product.
Step one, guys, tear down. So let's go, Ethan. This is where, is this actually the chassis of the Gladiator?
Yes, this would have been the red Gladiator's full chassis. So we're over here in fab right now. The engine mounts have been completely cut out.
Hey, let me pause you here, but look at that detail on something that you're guys
So
are
call
never going
these
to see.
Easter eggs, and there's a bunch of them. I almost think that we should do like a Facebook poll and really say like, how many Easter eggs do you think are involved in an AMW turnkey? So stay tuned for that. We'll have to count them up.
I was gonna say I do have an answer to that.
Oh, you do? But
I won't put it out.
Yeah,
but
not yet.
We're not huge on throwing massive logos all over our stuff. We like it subtle. We like it integrated.
Clean.
When you buy a vehicle from us, it should be like you buy it from the factory, but everything should be kind of branded when you flip it over, if that makes sense.
All right, cool. So obviously we're not gonna really touch because this was clearly done today, but a lot of the original, if not all of the original bracketry is cut off, making room, or at least in the front, right? So it depends if you guys are doing the upgraded suspension and what that entails, guys. They have different, so within the turnkey option, there are different options within, there's different things that you can add on, such as coilovers, right?
Yeah,
Standard
so
package.
we have our, like this frame here, I'll say is set up for our Hemi-Tune long arm suspension, right? So this is gonna get engine mounts, the long arm bracketry front and rear, and then it gets some bracketry in the back there. It also is gonna be getting a one-piece drive shaft. So this is clearanced out. We have a piece that goes up here. It's already welded in. So that's how this frame specifically is gonna go, along with a few cuts in other places to just get some of the other stuff out of the way, like the bottom, like crash bars. Now, if you're talking about our Hemi-Tune long travel suspension, that is the upgrade option on suspension, which is gonna have the Fox coilovers and all the crazy stuff that you will see in one of the other vehicles that we drove.
Honestly, I know all the jokes in the comments, but I didn't realize a Gladiator was this long. Like, it definitely didn't look like, guys, hold on, I'm small, but let's start here, right? These are full-length Luna strides. I'm only 5'3". 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Lunas. 5 Luna strides.
What we've done here, which you may not even notice yet, but this
Is
is
this
bobbed.
the bob?
So this will get cut down even shorter. So this is 10 inches shorter than even a normal Gladiator.
So like,
that has 8.5 Luna strides.
yeah, right?
As a normal.
Yeah.
This right here behind us is actually the bed that is being bobbed for that. Again, Monday that Jeep came in, you know, frame's over here getting done. Bed is over here, already put back together. I mean, this is already cut down. Everything's getting sanded down, and then we'll go off to body shop to be filled and finished. The
And
body,
this came
first week.
driving in Monday night, literally at 9 or 10 at night. This thing was it was a vehicle, it was complete. This is just
impressive.
a testament to the efficiency, right? So like when you guys have been doing this for several years now, right? Like a couple years?
Yeah. I mean, the full turnkey stuff started really in 2020 when the JTs came out. That was kind of, we had done foundational stuff for years with the JL and obviously JK platform before. And then when we started to get into the JTs, it was like, all right, we need to offer a full solution, because when you know, starting to use that much power into the Hellcats and Demons, you start needing the suspension and the axle package for it and the steering. So you really have to start putting it all together to make a vehicle that is enjoyable to drive.
Step 1 and step 2 are done by a completely different team. Is that correct?
Yep.
Ethan?
So we're going to be going through there's 7 steps of this process actually, and by the end, you have the turnkey vehicle that's driving out the door off the alignment rack. In this process, step 1 is done by a teardown team. There's 2 guys back there doing that. We actually have 3 to 4 people in fab at different hours of the day. Let's show them the next step.
Let's go.
Step 3. This is my favorite.
Of course it is.
My favorite room right now. Look at that.
Post for the thumbnail. So
Now
this
that you
is
know
what
a lot
I
about
call
engines.
the magic room. These are all brand new engines, and I think that it's important, Ethan, and when I was speaking to the owner, Jared, they really wanted to instill that side of the business as well as the conversion side. It's all brand new stuff. So you're not getting anything that's, you know, quote unquote, in this industry we call it junkyard. You're not getting a junkyard engine. You're not getting junkyard parts. These are all brand new, 0 miles.
So almost 85% of the conversion is going to be Mopar performance or Mopar parts. Beyond that, we have some custom things made by tier 1 or tier 2 suppliers. Nothing is grinded down and modified, you know, in-house and gets
Jerry-rigged.
Yeah, I mean, we leave as little room for error as possible.
More about these engines.
Okay,
Alan,
let
you're not
let me go
allowed.
with the easy ones. Don't come for me in the comments. This may be a 6.4.
That's right.
Yeah? This one looks a lot like this one. So I'm gonna say, I'm putting all my money on that this is a 6.4. I'm getting not 6.4 vibes. Like, I'm getting like, this might be Hellcat?
Nope.
Well, I got 2 out of 3. So honestly, that's still passing.
This one is a demon.
Ah.
Red valve cover.
The best color in the entire world.
Yeah. The other one, the Hellcat,
It's
has
orange.
an orange.
Okay, rookie mistake, guys. Come for me in the comments.
The Demon's going to be a 6.2 liter with a 2.7 liter supercharger. Well, the 6.4 is
No supercharger.
Correct, no supercharger. Obviously, you got a bit bigger bore. But the reason why that Demon has a 6.2 instead of 6.4 is because they make sure that this is more prep for boost, and it has stronger walls, you know, thicker walls for the boost that you're putting in it.
What would you call this?
Yeah, so this is going to be kind of in between because step 2 being fabrication, step 3 being chassis, which we're about to go to. These conversions are built for everyone over here, and they just get distributed out of this area for wherever they're needed.
So let me pop in here, folks, and kind of explain to you guys. Obviously, we've been heavily, for the beginning of this video, we've been talking about turnkey, turnkey, turnkey. What the heck are you talking about, Luna? Turnkey means, very simply put, that either you, the customer, provides a more or less stock Jeep, right? Newer, preferably, right? JL, JT, low miles. You bring it in here and they start the process for you. And then at the end of the day, you're handed your key and you have a turnkey vehicle, and that's seats and lighting and their, you know, their suspension and their axles. The other side of the business is what Ethan is calling what is called the conversion, right? The conversion, we do not use the word swap at AMW 4x4. It is a conversion, right? Because it's not just an engine, it's so much more. But before I get ahead of myself, I wanted to explain that they do offer this conversion option here in-house, where you call them, you set it up, you tell them what engine, you know, you want in your vehicle. They'll you know, take your order, invoice it, and then schedule for you to bring or have your vehicle shipped, your Jeep shipped here, and then they'll do the process, and then we'll actually show you. That's the other side of the warehouse. Another option to have a conversion is these beautiful crates here. If you go on the AMW website, and it's amw4x4.com.
Correct, yep.
If you go on there, they have an interactive map that'll show 40-ish.
I believe we're signing a couple of them, so yes.
40-ish.
It's 40-ish certified dealers across the world. So we're still adding some in other countries. Our map has been a little hesitant on wanting to add stuff globally, but we're global, so we try. We're on 6 continents right now, everywhere from Russia, China, South Africa, Dubai, and that will show you.
So if Michigan is too far from you guys and you guys are interested in having a conversion done on your vehicle, make sure that you go onto amw4x4.com, look at the certified dealer map, and pick a location closer to you. All right, so this is 2.5. Step 2.5.
Also known as powertrain.
Yeah. So step 3 is chassis.
It's fully painted, it's ready for some things to be installed. And next, it needs to look like the one next to it.
So conversion, right guys?
Yes.
Engine, transmission, transfer case. So it's
The other part of the engine conversion will happen when you start getting into the cooling stacks and all the fun stuff. Pretty much everything to make a rolling chassis, and that's what happens over here.
real quick. I wanted to just point out, look at the organization, guys. I don't know how many shops, I don't know how many shop owners are watching this video. I think this is a great idea. You know, obviously these parts belong to this chassis, this entire situation, loaded potato. Here, we are waiting on a front axle, I believe.
Yep.
And then pretty much this baby is moving on to step 4. And you guys will see in other videos, but I just love, this is one of the other Easter egg,
you
but
can
it's
start counting them up now. There's actually 4 places our name is on that axle.
okay. I know 1, 2. So this is 1. On the diff covers 2.
Covers 2. Other side dome piece there is 3, and then there's actually a serial number down here.
Wow.
So each one of our axles is serial numbered, and that way, if anything ever happens, we warranty everything through this headquarters.
Step 4. Do you know what 4 is in Spanish?
Quattro.
Oh,
Yes.
he gets to keep his job. This is what we are affectionately calling the body stage.
So this is part of the process. It's a little dark in here to see right now, but we have gone into the flooring. Even underneath this, you see some black showing through here. We use a state-of-the-art sound deadening system underneath that will go in this
Look
vehicle.
at this with paddle shifters.
So yeah, the carbon fiber paddles and full wheel will be going in. This is a brand new 2024 high velocity.
See that? That's crazy.
Yeah. It's going to be available for sale.
Ooh. Babe, can we buy it?
No.
please?
If this video reaches 1 million views before the end of the year, we will get it. I leave it on you guys. YouTube, you have your assignment. You can't say I didn't give you a chance.
Step 5, this is where it gets fun. We've got an awesome example sitting here, which is actually our 2024 Barrett vehicle for Barrett Jackson in Scottsdale.
Well, look at this little number right here. What does the 1,000 mean?
So this is one of 100 elephant crate engines ever built. This one right here, if we look, is number 31. So if you get a really good shot of the side there, that's how the elephants are numbered. We have 20 total. This will be number 19. So
There's one left.
I believe there's one left. You guys will have to be the deciding factor, I guess. So
Pressure's on.
this step is where you see that body that's been all modified. It's got everything done to it. You've got your ARB up here. You've got your coolant pump on the other side. Everything
And that's
has
a
been
special bracket, guys. This is you can't buy the bracket to put this ARB compressor here. This is AMW.
Goodness.
Yeah, you saw it here first, and you will only ever see it here.
across the board. We've over-engineered it. So if you're running a Hellcat or a Demon, even a Elephant, you're gonna be more than happy with the cooling side of things, and make sure that you're comfortable with whatever climate you're gonna push it into. But
So what do we call this stage? The
So,
mating process.
I was gonna say, step 5 really is marriage. Step 5 is marriage in this case.
We're gonna
right?
go with that until there's a different name, but yeah, this is really like when worlds collide, and then at this point, the interior is done. A bolt.
Yeah.
It's another Easter egg. So step 5
so-
covered. Step 6, alignment.
Throughout the whole process, we try and make sure everything's as efficient as possible. Everyone tries to get the next guy as prepared as possible, but at the end of the day, this beautiful alignment rack is going to be the telltale of anything throughout the whole process of it being built. Everything gets triple checked, paint markered once. We are in Michigan, the weather's wild. We only are gonna drive these vehicles in decent weather. We usually put about 250 miles to 300, it depends on kind of what we're dialing in. So that is the whole turnkey process. The conversion process would look like pulling a vehicle in. We'll show you over here kind of some of those that are happening right now.
And just to add, guys, let me get down here without breaking my hip. If you decide to have a conversion done here at A&W 4x4, it can really get as in-depth as you want it, right? You guys offer axle packages, new steering, a custom interior. So those things, it can be very simple in the conversion. I don't want to say just a conversion because that's still very detail oriented and you guys saw how much goes into that, but it could also go just have a basic lift and you want to go, AMW axles and coilovers even, or long travel suspension. Those are all add-ons that are available when done here.
But at the end of the day, we want you to feel comfortable, safe, and have fun driving your vehicle. We can make suggestions here and there. If there's something you want to go for, like a long arm, suspension, we can go, all the way to the end. It just reaches a certain point where you say, well, maybe we just go to the turnkey side and we do it that way.
And that just goes and ties directly into the warranty, right? These guys stand behind their everything that they've done. So when they've touched your Jeep, they've modified, that you've added the axle package, they're warrantying those axles, the inners. So it just kind of just keep that in mind if that's the route that you want to go with AMW.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at a couple conversion vehicles and then we'll
go to dinner.
go to dinner.
I'm underneath what appears to be, no, it is a Gladiator, even I know that. It's already gone through some, I would say, minor chassis work, and that's to remove the original bracketry, and so now they have AMW brackets, engine brackets, right, engine mounts, which once that gets put in here with the transmission and the transfer case, they'll lower the body and then pretty much tie everything up, and then we're good to go. Guys, before we sign off, I have a very special treat to show you. This is actually, I'm at liberty to say, I was told I can say it. It is the most expensive turnkey, trying to get all the verbiage correct, right? The most expensive turnkey Gladiator ever built here at AMW. Why? Starting with this beautiful, what is it, lava?
This is a lava orange paint that is a McLaren paint match. So the customer is paint matching it to his McLaren 720S. This paint job is upwards of a $50,000 paint job with a 13 layer paint done to it. So this is truly special. The full long travel suspension, 42s, beadlocks, our axles.
And it is definitely something to be proud of. Guys, thank you so much if you're still hanging out here with us for taking the AMW 4x4 shop tour with us. You've probably never seen one done by me because we've never been here before. Honestly, like, we'll follow all the comments, guys. We'll try to answer as much as we can. If I don't have the answers for you, I know Ethan and the team are fantastic. Give them a call. They'll also help answer the comments. If this is something that is on your bucket list, your dream, either turnkey or conversion, make sure you give them a call, inquire on social media. They're an awesome team to communicate with. And that's it, guys. That's all I got. Let's go.
You're making me blush. You're making me blush. Thank you, guys. I appreciate everyone watching. I know as a team, we are so proud of what we've built here, really, truly are, and we're thankful we get to do this every day. Thank you to all of you watching for having an interest in this and letting us do what we love. Can't wait to see what the future holds for AMW 4x4
and off-road and chill. Bye.